Today we're going to see about static initialization block and then the non-static initialization block and then constructors one more time.
Murli, is it initiation?
Initialization, static initialization block.
Initialization, okay.
Yes. Okay. So how it will be written and then how it is being used, all those things we'll see right now. We know how to write a main function. So how to write a main function? Type main, control space, enter button. That gives you the main function. So how I can write a constructor? Constructor name will be the class name. Constructor is same as like a method. Okay. So the only thing, it does not have a return type over there. That's the only difference. Always a constructor name will be the class name. How a constructor will be called? Whenever I'm going to create an object, that time the constructor will be called. Why we need to write some codes in the constructor means there are some set of codes over there mandatory I need to execute over there whenever I'm going to create an object. After creating an object, those are the set of lines. So actually usually I used to execute in my application. Means those things you make sure that actually you have it in the constructor, because specifically you don't want to call a method and then execute those code. Better to have it in the constructor, because anyway actually it's going to create an object and call a constructor. That constructor will help us to execute those things. That's what static insertion block, constructors will help us to do. So how to write it, we'll see. Same class name will be there. Okay, this block is called as constructor. Okay, this will be called as a default constructor. The same thing if I have with an argument. Okay, this is an integer constructor. Okay, this concept is called as constructor overloading. Okay, same as like method, a constructor also can be differentiated with the help of arguments. Might be the number of arguments, or based on the type of arguments it will be differentiated. How this will be called, for example, default constructor. Then this one will be integer constructor. Same if I want to print those things, plus a I can give. That's the thing. So now if I want to call that one, how I can call it? Anyone, can you tell me? Main function. Okay, so now I want to call it. We'll see how to call it over there. So if I create an object, that will help me to call it. So to create an object, new SAP. This will help me to the class name. Okay, new class name over there. This will help me to create an object. To name an object, obj1 equal to new. Then after that, SAP IAP. Okay, so this one will help me to create an object, and then after that this will be acting as a reference for me. So what will happen for me right now? So this will be the reference. That means what will happen means right now for me, so only the global members of the SIP IAP class will be loaded into this object. Along with that, call me the constructor. Which constructor for me right now here? The default constructor. This will be called. So now if I execute it, just a second, this is executing. Main function and default constructor has been executed for me. If I want to call this constructor, I want to pass an integer value. Right click, run as Java application. This will help me to call the integer constructor. This constructor will not be called, only this constructor will be called. So any point of time when you're creating an object, only one constructor can be called for us. Okay, that's what this one. So now I was telling you about static initialization block and the non-static initialization block. How to write the static and the non-static initialization block means, okay, simple. So if I have a block, what is a block? A block which comes under, okay, a block which comes under a flower braces is called as a block over there. Okay, see right now, a block which has a keyword called static will be called as a static initiation block. A block which does not have a keyword, it does not have any keyword. For example, this one is a static initialization block. This one will be non-static initialization block. But how it will be called over there, we'll see. Now I'll try to execute it. See what happens right now. Can you see the output? Static initiation block. Okay, the first static initiation block is the one which has been executed for me at the beginning. Then after that, what's happening? My main function start to execute. Okay, first static initiation block has been executed because static memory is the one which will be created first. Okay, that will be called as a static pool. We'll be calling that information as a static pool. Okay, so that is what will happen over there for me. So now the information, what is there for me means actually the static block for me, static initiation block for me is actually what executed. Now the next one, main function start to execute for me. Then after that I'm creating an object. Now what's happening, I told whenever I create an object, the constructor will be called. But now if you see, before calling the constructor, non-static block has been executed. Okay, the non-static block is being executed for me. Getting? Then only constructor will be executed because non-static block will take priority for us must first. Any doubts for anyone? Clear this? Anyone has any doubts? Okay.
Murli, one question I have. The two constructors cannot be called at the same time?
Two constructors right now directly you cannot call, but there is another way to call it over there. Calling a constructor and then based on that another constructor can be called for us.
Okay. Not like methods. Like method could be called multiple methods at the same time.
No, methods also you can call only. Okay. The thing is each and every time you will be calling that method. Same time each and every time if you create an object, okay, based on that which argument you're passing, that constructor will be called for us.
Right. Yeah. So in the same way we can do for constructors as well, right?
Yes, we have to create an object. There is another way actually without that one also I can call the another constructor. I'll be telling you that one also.
Okay.
There is another doubt. Hey Madhu, I'll be explaining one more time. Okay, sure. There is a doubt from Reena. How many static initialization block and non-static initialization block can we have in a class? So how many we can have means actually it's n number. There is no limitations. I should have only 10 or less than 2 or something like that. You can have n number. Okay, guys. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm going to explain once, just 2 minutes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do means I'll be having one more static block. Okay, this one I'll make it as number 1. I'll have 2, 3 static blocks, and then I'll have only 2, right? 2 non-static blocks. Okay. So now the problem for me. Okay. Can we have non-static variables inside a static block? No. Sorry. That is declaring or initialization. That is static variables you can only declare outside any of the functions or outside any of the blocks. Okay, you cannot declare a new static block inside any of the blocks or methods. Okay, the thing is, if you declare any variables over there inside this blocks, that will become as a local variable for that block over there. That's the thing. Okay, guys. So now I'll execute this code, see what happens right now. Run as Java application. Can you see right now? Static initialization block 1, 2, 3 is executed, and then the main function. Then after that, non-static initialization block 1 and 2 is being executed for me. Okay. So whenever we execute, static blocks will be executed in sequential order if you have multiple things. Non-static blocks also, whenever we create an object, non-static blocks will be executed in sequential order only. That's how it will be executed. Clear for everyone? Okay, so now I'll show you one program with this one. Yes, Reena. Just a second, there is a doubt. Reena, you can unmute yourself also. Okay, can we have variables declared both? Yes, we have. We can declare that will become as a local variable. Okay, that will become as a local variable. Okay. Yes, Prince.
No, it's Manish here.
Hey, yes.
I just have a quick doubt. I just want to know, like, you have mentioned that first static initialization block will be called, and then main function, and then non-static. I just want to know why this function constructor is called at the last.
That is why.
Why for the you have this last output as initialization int constructor. I think that is the functional constructor block, right?
Sure. The thing is, why actually the constructor is being called last? That's what your doubt. Correct?
Yeah.
Because the priority gives to the, that is actually there is a priority for each and every level of execution. Correct? So execution level, if you see, non-static blocks will take the highest priority, then only it will be given to the constructor.
Okay.
That's the only thing. Real time, if you see, in the development world, it will be useful. We will not be using in our testing world. So how it is being used means, so from our side, whenever they starting to execute a program, they want same year everywhere actually what execution level they try to increase these all to increase the performance what we can do. That is the thing. Whenever I'm going to run my program, okay, that time there are some set of codes that will be mandatory will be run. They will be keeping it in a static block. Okay, then after that, from my side, actually what, whenever I'm going to create an object, that time I want to have those things in a non-static blocks. So that is some set of code that need to be executed, means they will have it over here in the non-static blocks. Okay, so we don't use in testing world, but in real time, how means, for example, from my side, whenever I'm going to run with my application, so the login functionality is going to happen. Before that, I need to check whether actually my application is secured or not. And then after that, I'll be sending a ping over there to the person and then check whether the authentication level, it is proper or not. So like those things, what I will do means I will be having in a static block. Then after that, I'm going to work on a functionality. I'm going to create a customer. And I'm going to create a customer means actually what is the main thing actually? So database connectivity should happen over there for mandatory for me. Those things I can have it over there under the non-static blocks. So whenever I'm doing that one, it's going to create an object and then it's going to load a memory. That time it will be opening me the database connectivity something. Okay, it's not perfect. Something like that will happen and then get me the information. Okay. So that's how they will be relating it over there. Okay, so I'll explain you guys with one program. Okay, just be with me. Just 5 minutes. We'll have a break for 5 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Some urgent work. 5 minutes we'll have. Hey guys, sorry. So now I'll explain you one more time. So you will have a little bit clarity. I'll have only the static initialization block. I'll have the main function. So now I'll ask you guys to explain me. Hello. Hi Gita.
Hey Murli.
Can you tell me? I just want to have a static block. Can you tell me how I can write a static block?
Okay. It should be outside the main method. Inside the class, you create a static
Okay.
of the flower brackets.
Yes. This will be the static blocks. So is it necessary that actually what I should have the static block at the beginning or I should have the static block at the end? Is there anything like that?
Nothing like that, but the order of execution is going to be like the static will be executed first. Okay.
Correct. So now in case if I have two static blocks like this, so CISO SAB1 this one will make it as well, this one will be. Now if I execute my program, what will be my output? So if I have main function, what will be my output? Can you tell me?
Yeah, it would be SIB2, SIB1, and then the main function.
Super, correct. Why it is like that?
It will be executed in the order. So the first static block is SIB2, so it will be executed first. Then the next one SIB1, and then after that it goes to the main function.
Super. That is first actually what when I'm going to execute a program, a memory will be created. The first memory, what will happen? Static pool. Okay, a memory called static pool will be created. Okay, in that static pool only what will happen? All the static members will be loaded. Okay, then after that only your main function will be executed for us. Correct? Same thing, static pool when it's been loading at that time the static blocks both will be executed. Then only what? Main functions start to execute. That's why the flow is like this. Okay. Hey, thanks, Gita. Thank you. So now, hey, Harita. Now, can you tell me how I can have a non-static block?
We have to create an object. So it's.
No. First, I want to write the block. How a block will be there? Non-static blocks.
Okay, you can do it with the
Flower
last name
braces.
SIB.
No, non-static blocks will not have any keyword called static. That's it. That will be called as a non-static block. A block which does not have any keyword.
Okay.
Okay. So IIB 1. Okay. So I'm having here also two non-static blocks. So how I can execute this non-static blocks?
You have to create an object.
Perfect. Correct. Super. So obj1 equal to new SIB1. Yes, correct. So this will help me to create an object. So now what will happen? Hey, thanks, Sarita. Thank you. Hey, Sarika, can you tell me now what will be my output in case if I execute right now?
Yeah.
I'll have just a second. Sorry. Program ends. Now, can you tell me what will be my output?
Yeah. First SIB2, then SIB1, then main function.
Yes.
IIB1, and then.
Oh, sorry. Now tell me.
IIB2 and program ends.
Correct. Super. So, in case if I'm going to have a constructor, so my class name will be this one.
Okay.
Now, can you tell me what will be output?
Yeah. The last one will be int.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one will be SIB2, SIB1, main function, IIB1, IIB2, program ends, Then int constructor.
Got it. Super. That is now only I'm writing this one. So before execution, we don't have the default constructor. So this constructor will not be executed.
Okay.
Now if I have this default constructor, your voice is very low.
First default constructor and then integer constructor.
No. Will integer constructor will be executed?
No, first default constructor will be executed.
Can you tell me the output? What will be the output?
SIB2,
Yes.
SIB1, main function.
Correct.
IIB1.
Correct. Because
IIB.
we are creating an object. So IIB1, IIB2.
Program names.
IIB1, IIB2, then default constructor, and then
program.
Yes, correct. That's it. Yeah. Thanks, Erika. Yes, this is how execution will happen. Yes. So there is a doubt. To execute non-static block, is that mandatory to create an object? Yes. If you want to execute the non-static blocks, it's mandatory that actually you have to create an object. Yes. Okay. So that's the thing. Yes. Okay.
Murli?
Yes, Pranshu.
The place where we have created this object, like SIB, IIB1, object 1 equal to new SIB. So suppose if there in the bracket, if we give any integer over there, in that case that int constructor would be executed?
Yes, super. Instead of default constructor, now integer constructor will be executed for me. Yes.
Okay.
Correct. See?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Okay, guys?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Ravi, why will integer constructor not be printed? Now you got the answer, Ravi? Got it? Yeah. Yes. So now we'll see a little bit complex program. Okay. So if you know this one, okay, now this thing actually what I will be executing for you. The same thing is for your assignment. You guys also have to execute the same SIB block in your side. Okay. So along with that, we have some things to be read over here. We'll see. So SIB will be called as static initialization block. IIB will be calling it as a non-static initialization block for us. Okay. All your static members will be initialized in SIB. Usually in the developers world, usually they will be initializing the non-static, SIB over there. Okay. All the static members, variables over there in that one. Okay. Only initialization declaration will be outside only. Why means if you declare any variable inside the static block, that will become as a local variable for that static block or the non-static block. Only initialization we have to do. But you cannot declare a variable in SIB, that is declare a static variable. But you cannot declare a static variable in SIB. Okay. SIB and IIB will be executed in sequential order, which we know already. SIB will be called automatically. Okay. That is actually what will happen before execution of your main method. First, SIB only will be executed. SIB will be called automatically before executing your main method. That's the thing. Okay. Then IIB will be called only when we create an object. Okay. So here, what is the thing? One more thing. Actually, what? IIB will be called first before will be executed first. Okay. Will be executed first before executing your constructor. This is also important. Okay. Non-static members can be used in IIB without creating an object. This is also an important thing. Okay. Non-static members, you can use it over there inside the object directly. So it's not only in the non-static block, even in the non-static method also, you can call, that is actually you can initialize the non-static variable without reference of an object. Why? because non-static methods or non-static blocks are called whenever we create an object. Correct? This is an interview question for you. Okay, what I'm saying over there right now means actually, I'll show you that one. Okay, so it's a very important thing. In interview level, they will confuse you. Okay, so I'll show that one. When we assign a value to a static member anywhere, that will be assigned to the static pool. Correct? That we know, static pool. Okay, whenever we are going to assign some values over there for a static variable, it might be an object level or reference of a variable level or reference of a class name. Always actually what that assignment will be throughout. So that's what I'm saying. It will be assigned to the static pool. The same copy will be taken over there in all the places. When we assign a value to a non-static member, that will be local for that object alone. That will be local for that object alone. When we assign a value to a non-static member in IAB, you don't need to create an object. Automatically, that will be assigned to default level. Okay, when we assign a value to a non-static member in IAB, okay, that is actually in the initialization, non-static initialization block. I'm trying to assign a value. So there, you don't need to create an object. Okay, automatically that will be assigned to the default level. That's what I'm trying to say before also. You don't need to create an object, and then after that, you have to utilize the non-static variable in a non-static block or a non-static method. Because by default, those methods or blocks are called with reference of an object only. So directly that will be utilized. So I'll be telling you what I was trying to say, that information. I'll create a class non-static variable. Then I'll have my main function. So I have this non-static variable. So now what I'm doing, I'm having integer a equal to 100. Correct? So now if I want to access this information a over here, how I can access? I cannot access with the help of the variable name. I need to create an object. So how to create an object right now for me? Non-static variable, sorry. obj1 space equal to new non-static variable. Okay, we created. Now with reference of this object only, I can access obj1 dot a. Okay, same thing. Now I'm having another static void method 1. I'm having. So we'll see sy so. Can I use this same object there, obj1 dot a? Can you see I'm not able to access? If I come over here, it's asking me create a variable or something like that. Okay, that means specifically I need to create another object here also. See, I want to create an object, another thing here also. That's the main thing. Okay, then only I can access. Same thing now. Can I access it without reference of an object name directly, the variable name? I'm not able to access. I need to change it as static over there. Otherwise, I have to access with the help of the object name only, where in the static method. Same thing now. I have another method which is non-static. Now see, so a. Can you see? I'm not referring with anything. Directly I'm giving over there. It directly pointing to this one. Why? Because this method can be called whenever I'm going to create an object. That time only it can be called. So that's why here it's allowing. Same thing will have, anyone has any doubts on this? I'll have another thing also, constructor. So now can you see the same thing I'm trying to do? So a. Now also it's not throwing me error. Why? Constructors also can be called whenever we create an object. Correct? Same thing. Non-static blocks. Here also see, I'm trying to access it. Not throwing error. Because here also what? Whenever we create an object only, my non-static blocks will be executed. Now I will have a static block. Okay. See. Okay. I'll have a non-static block. See what happens. So now it's a non-static block. It's accepting. So now the thing is, before this one, I'm going to put a keyword called static. Now can you see it's throwing me error? Okay. See, it will give me an error actually. What? Change it to static variable. That's the thing. So which are the places you will be accessing those methods or variables? Those methods or constructors or non-static block using an object. The same object will be directly referring to these things. So that's why I don't want to specifically create an object and then I have to access it. But even though if you want to create an object and then you want to access also, you can access it. For example, see, I'm going to give it like this. So obj1 scissor obj1 dot a. This is also possible, but the thing is no need of this thing. Okay, it's unnecessarily creating an object. Instead of that one, we can directly use this also. That's the thing. Clear, guys? Anyone has any doubts?
So only what you are saying is that suppose if we want to access a non-static variable in a non-static block, then we do not need to create an object. But if we want to access a non-static variable in a static block, in that case, we need to create an object for that.
Correct. Static methods or static block, anywhere you have to create an object, then only you can refer the non-static members.
Okay.
But why? Actually, the main importance over here actually what means, why you don't need to create an object to access these non-static variable? Anyone can say? Can anyone say why actually from my side this actually A is here? Correct? Why in the non-static methods or non-static blocks or in a constructor, I don't want to refer with help of an object name. I don't want to create a specific object and then I need to access. Can anyone can try?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, anyone?
Oh, whenever an object is created, the non-static members are being called.
Correct.
So we need not call create an object again.
Correct. The thing is, whenever I create an object, these methods, okay, these constructors are being actually loaded in the object. In the same object only, actually this non-static variable also is being loaded. So they all will be having an internal access over there inside the object with them. So whenever I'm going to point anything, that time that will be pointing to that object. Getting? So to make it clear for you, see what I will do. I'm making it as A is equal to 20 here. Okay. Then after that here obj1 dot A is equal to 30. Okay. Now I'm going to give it a scissor A scissor obj1 dot A. Now can you tell me what will be the output for this A and what will be the output for this obj1 dot A? Anyone can try?
It should be 30, I guess, in both the cases.
No. This actually, this one A, the thing is actually from my side, sorry. First I need to call this non-static block. Okay, yeah, just a second. What will happen, I'll tell you. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but make sure, I'll be making you clear. See, first time what will happen right now for me, here the main function start, from my side, first what will happen, my static block will start to execute for me. Okay, right now I don't have any static blocks. So main function start to execute for me. So first what will happen, in the main function, I'm going to create this object, obj1. Kidding? So now what will happen, that control will come over there and execute the non-static blocks. What are the non-static blocks we have right now for me? These two. Now comes here. Now what will happen? Again, this one will be helping me to create one more object inside this one. Now again, what will happen? My non-static blocks will start to execute for me here once again. So this will be acting as an infinite loop, I think. So it will be throwing me an error, most probably. Yes. I cannot create an object here. Sorry. I cannot create an object in the non-static blocks. Sorry, my mistake. My mistake. I will show this one. Okay, guys, very sorry, I confused you. Just a second. Be online. I'll make you clear. This is a non-static method. So the same thing I'm trying to do it over here. I cannot create an object in the non-static blocks. That's why, because what happens when it becomes as a infinite loop. Why actually it's infinite loop means each and every time when I create an object, non-static blocks will be called. Correct? So what happens? It's going to create me an object, the non-static block will be called. Again comes here, create an object, non-static block. Again create an object, non-static block. So each and every time what will happen, the same non-static block will be executed for me n number of times. So it becomes as an infinite loop for me. That's what here. Stack overflow error. That's the thing. That's a problem right now. Okay, guys. So now I'll execute this one. See what is the output. It's everything is 100. obj1. Okay, so first it comes over here. From my side, actually, what main function start to execute. So now what will happen right now? This will create me one variable. Okay, so now what will happen right now for me is this will create me an object. Now the static blocks will be executed for me. So this static block is printing me 100. This static block prints me 100. Then again control comes over here. Then here I'm printing it over there, 100 over there. Okay, so and then the constructor also has been executed before after the static blocks. So after non-static blocks, two non-static blocks gives me 100. Then the constructor will be executed. That also gives me 100. Then control comes over here, obj1.ea. Now what will happen? Again, this 100 will be printed. Now I want to call this method. So for that, obj1.method2. Okay, now I'm calling. Now we'll see what will be the output for this one. So I'll give here so to make sure that those methods is executed. See what happens right now. So here it's 100. Then after that I'm assigning the value to 20. So which one? This object is there now. For that one, 20 is being changed right now. Then after that here I'm creating one more object here. Okay, this will be local object for this method. Then obj1.a. Now obj1.a is what right now for me? It is still 100 only. Okay, because for this level, this object level, we have changed it to 100 for this one. Okay, see here. Now I'm going to print this one also here. Obj1.a. This one also. Okay, see here. Right now comes over here. Now the a value is what? First time it's printing me 100. Then a equal to 20. Now what? It's assigning 20 over there to this object level where the a is present. Now I'm creating another object. Okay, this object will be local for this one. Correct? Now obj1.a. Now what will happen? Obj1.a, it will be 100. So it gets me 100 only here. Because I told you already from my side, static members only when it's assigning a value, it will be assigned throughout. But non-static variable, it will be assigning to that object only, to this object only. Object name will be same, but memories are different over there. So this 20 is assigned to this object level A. This one I'm creating a new thing, so it takes the global level, what is present. So now the obj1.a prints me 100. Then obj1.a equal to 30. So, sorry, one more thing. Here when I create an object, what will happen? Two non-static blocks and then the constructor will be called. Correct? So that's what these three things. Then after that, here now what will happen right now for me? After that one, obj1.a. So here the obj1.a, what is the value for me? It gives me 100 over there. Okay. Then after that, obj1.a equal to 30. So for this object right now, I'm assigning to 30. When I refer it through a, what will happen? This will be referring to this a only because it came from this object. So in this object level, what is the value of a? It is 20. Then obj1.a, this is referring to this object over there because this is a local of this object. Now 30. Now finishes over here, control comes over here. Then obj1.a, that will be 20 over there. Clear, guys? I hope so. You will be. I would have confused you like anything. This is the best program. I made you confused. Are you clear or it's confused? Shall I explain one more time?
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure. I know that I confused you nicely. Yeah. Just yes. Hello. Hey guys. Sorry. So I'll execute right now. So I'll make it clear for you. Okay, so we'll execute this program. So this is my memory allocation. Sorry. So this will be my class name. So the memory name. Always this memory will have a static pool. Correct? This will be my static pool. This will be my static pool. Now all the static members will be loaded. What are the static members we have? One, we have the main function. Then after that we have this static void method 1. So I'll just mention method 1. Then after that, do we have anything static variables? No, we don't have static blocks also. So nothing is there. Now what will happen? My main function start to execute. So here local memory for main has been given. Local memory for main. That is what given for me right now. So now next what happens right now for me? First, I'm going to create an object. So non-static variable obj1 equal to non-static variable. So now what happened right now for me? An object is created. From where? the object is created for me here right now. So this object is created from the main function. It is created. So what is the object name? It says obj1 is the object name. So now when the object has been created, what will happen right now for me? For me, all the non-static, all the global members will be loaded. What are the global members right now for me? Integer a equal to 10. That will be loaded. Then after that, my main function also will be loaded. Because static methods, non-static methods, everything will be loaded for us. And static variables, everything. Then method 1. That will be loaded. Then after the next, okay, this one, a variable, main function, and then method 1, and then finally method 2. That also has been loaded. Then next, okay, now what happened? All the things are loaded. Now non-static blocks first start to execute. What is my non-static block? My output, that will be first, it will be 100. 100 will be my output. So that has been executed first. So non-static block, this one first start to execute. Then after that, so from my side, when non-static block executes, what's happening? For that also a memory has been created for me. Correct? That has been created for me right now. So now the thing is, non-static blocks, for that a memory has been allocated. So this will be called as a local memory for IAB1. I'll just make it as per sequential order, IB1. So that has been loaded. That has been loaded. So that is being loaded from where? It has been loaded from this object level only. It's been loaded. Then next what? Here actually what? From my side, no variables I'm creating it. Static blocks should be executed first. But here we don't have any static blocks here. Clear? In this program, we don't have any static blocks. We have only non-static blocks. That's why static blocks, nothing is executing. Clear, Sarika? In this program, we don't have any static blocks. Okay, if static blocks is there, it will have been executed during the starting of the program. Okay, in object level, static blocks will not be executed. Only non-static blocks will be executed.
Yeah, but Murli, here in object 1, you said that method 1 is loaded. Method 1 is a static one, right?
That is object level. What will happen? All the global members. It might be a static or it might be a non-static.
Okay, okay.
It will be loaded.
Okay, okay. Thank
That's
you.
the thing. Okay. Okay. Just a second.
Yeah, Murli.
Okay. Now, first block has been executed. Now what happened? 100 is printed for me execution. Now what happened? When the non-static block has been executed, the memory allocated for that one, it will be deleted right now for us. Now it has been deleted. Now next, the second non-static block will start to execute. So for that, a memory has been allocated. That is also comes from this place. Okay. So this is local memory for IAB2. Then here, what is the EA value right now for me? It is 100. The same 100 will be once again will be printed for me. Now the second block has been executed. Then next, the memory allocated for that block also will be deleted. By whom all the memory deletion have been happened with help of this guy, garbage collector. Garbage collector is the person who helps us to delete the memories once after execution. Now constructors start to execute. Now for me, constructors execution. Local memory for the constructor. Okay, what type of constructor? Default constructor. There is a doubt. In object, all static and non-static methods and global variables are loaded once, but non-static blocks too not to be loaded in object memory. two non-static blocks also loads in object. The thing is, yes, Shweta?
Murli?
Yes?
Hello, Murli?
Yes, Shweta, I can hear you.
No, I'm Reena here.
Yes, Reena.
Murli, you said that this non-static block comes from the object one.
Correct, correct.
So that thing I didn't understand, because you said that it won't get loaded in object one, right? So how does it come from object one?
No.
The last non-static.
No, I did not say that actually that will not be loaded. From my side, I said actually what? All the global members, static members and then non-static members will be loaded on it. Okay. This also is a non-static member only. That also will be loaded. I have not said actually it will not be loaded. That also will be loaded.
So it is loaded in object one.
Yes. All members have been loaded. So from my side, static blocks is the only one which will not be loaded in the non-static, which will not be loaded for me whenever I'm going to create an object.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So now the local memory of constructor has been created. Then next what will happen right now for me? It will be execute this one. So here also what will happen? It will be printing me 100. Then next what will happen? It will delete me the memory. This deletes the memory for me here. Clear? Now again what will happen? All these three things are executed. Now again control comes to the place wherever it has been called. Now what happened? Control comes to this place. It came. Now obj1.a. obj1.a is what right now for me? So I'm there in the main function. This obj1 is created from here. So what is the a value right now? It's 100. So 100 will be printed. This still now everyone is clear now? No one has any doubts now? Anyone has any doubts?
Yeah, Murali. Hello.
Yes, Shweta.
Yeah, my question is like in object one memory, okay, we are loading all static and non-static methods.
Correct.
Plus global variables, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so this non-static blocks are there now. Why those are not loading in object one memory? They are creating separately, no?
Creating separate, because the thing is actually what I don't have a name for that one, so that's why I just created it. That
but indirectly these are created inside the object one memory only.
Correct. That is non-static blocks also will be present here.
Yeah, fine. Okay, thanks.
That also will be there for you.
Yeah.
Okay, na? That's it. So now from my side, obj1.a. Now what will happen in this main memory? We have obj1. In that a is what? 100. So 100 is printed. Then next obj1.method2. Now method 2, obj1.method2 is being called. When I call the method 2, what will happen? That will create me a local memory for method 2. For method 2, that will be called local memory for method 2. Okay. Then after that, now what will happen? It will be printing me this dashes. Then next year, in the method 2, what is the a value right now? So a value is right now for me, what will happen right now when I give like this? So it will check over there in this place, do we have a? No, it does not have. So now what will happen? It goes to this object and then after that it checks whether do we have a variable in the object level. Okay. So now what is the thing right now from my side? I have here 100. Will static block also be deleted after execution like non-static block? Yes. Everything, all memories which are the things that have been given, everything will be deleted after execution. It might be a constructor or static block or non-static block. Everything will be deleted by the garbage collector. Okay. So now it checks over there in the, when I refer only with the variable name, it checks over there for me, do I have this variable over here? No, we don't have. Now it goes and checks over there in the object first. No, yes, we have here 100. In case if we don't have here, then it goes to the static pool. But right now I have there in the object level. So what is the thing? It's 100. 100 will be executed for me here right now. Clear? Then A equal to 20. Now what will happen? Checks here. What is the A value right now for me? Here we don't have anything, and here it's 100. Now that A value will be now change it to 20. 20 now. Okay, clear for everyone? Still know what we have done? Now I'm creating another object here. Can you see non-static variable obj1 equal to new static? So now what will happen? It creates me another object. It's going to create me another object over here. This object from where it has been, okay, the object name is what? obj1 only. But this object is created from where? This object is created from this method too. This object is created from the method 2. Then the same values will be loaded. So now what will happen? Globally, right now, not take the value from here. Globally, what is the here? Integer A. This value will be taken. Okay, that will be taken. Then after that, the main function, all those things. Okay, these things remain same. So all informations will be loaded for me. I just give one more time. Instead of taking it from here, I'm just copy pasting it the same things to make life easier. So we copy pasted everything. Okay, all these things come. Now what will happen right now? 2 non-static blocks will be executed. The same thing will happen for me for this one, this non-static block, and then again this non-static blocks will be called for me 2 times. Okay, these things will be coming from these objects over there. Okay, this object 1. Okay, then it will print the same thing 2 times. Actually, what 100 it will be printed. Then again, now what will happen? The constructor also will be called for me. So all these things are called from this object level. Okay, so now again another the third 100. All these things printed for me right now here. Clear? All these things comes from this object level. All these things are called. Clear for everyone? Anyone has any doubts? Anyone has any doubts on understanding this concept?
Murali,
Yes, Jayeshi.
will static, if I have a static block, it will be executed only once, right?
Static blocks will be executed only once whenever my program is started to execute. Non-static blocks for each and every object creation, it will be executed.
So after executing that static block, will it be getting deleted? Like
After?
Executing that static block, will it get deleted? Like
Yes, that also will be deleted. Once after that, for example, 3 lines of code is there in the static block, means after executing 3 lines of code, the memory given for the static block will be deleted.
okay, will it be part? Won't it be part of the static pool? Like
it will be part of a static pool. The thing is, what will happen after execution? The static pool will not be deleted. First, static blocks only executed. After executing static blocks, static blocks are executed. After executing your main function and entirely the program has been executed, then only static block and then the entire memory has been deleted.
okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So till constructor we have executed right now. Till constructor we have executed right now. Now again control comes to this place. Then after that system.println obj1.a. Now when I give obj1.a, this is also obj1, this is also obj1, but which will be taken preference? In this method obj1 is a, na? What is the value right now? That is 100. Okay, now this 100 will be printed for me. Okay, now this 100 will be taken and printed. Getting now why this 100 has been taken right now? You guys would have been confused in this place before. Now this obj1.a, it takes the 100 from here. Now obj1.a equal to 30. Now 30 is what? Will be replaced to this one only. Replaced to 30 over here. Sorry. This will be 30 right now. Clear? That's what happened right now here. Okay. So we have assigned 30. Now if I give system.println a, now what will happen? Here it will check in the method 2. Now what will happen right now, after checking it over here, now it will jump over here and then checks whether what is the 20, what is the A value here. Why? Because this method has been called with reference of this object. So this will go to this place, and then what is the value over there is 20. Now this 20 will be printed for me here. Getting? Then after that again, control comes here, obj1.a. Now obj1.a is what? This one. Here what is the A value? That is 30. 30 will be printed. So now I have executed this one. Now again, my control comes over to this place. That time what? This entire method has been executed. Now what will happen right now for me? This method memory will be deleted. When this one is deleted, all the sub memories which has been created from there also will be deleted. This object also is being deleted. Next control comes here. Then after that, it prints me this dashes. It prints me these dashes over there. Just a second. It prints me these dashes. Now obj1.a. Now obj1.a is what right now? For here it is 20. So again 20 will be printed for me here. Okay. Then after that, next what happens? My main memory is been executed. Now when the main memory is executed, now the main memory and then the sub memories which are all given, that also will be deleted. Now comes out of the main function. Now comes out of the entire program. When it comes out of the entire program, static pool and then the entire memory. Everything has been deleted for us. Clear guys? Clear for everyone? Anyone has any doubts on this one? Clear for everyone? How this static blocks, non-static blocks, constructors, everything is executed? There are two things. If you're not replying, one you understood, another one is you're not understood anything. What I can take? Clear guys?
Yeah, Murli.
Okay. The yeah is actually something like actually what? Yeah.
It's little confusing, but yeah.
Okay. So what you do actually, just go through this recording one more time. Okay. You guys will be clear. Okay. So I will be giving you an assignment also. Okay. From your side, you have to execute the same program what I have given. This one. Okay. Now if you see the output, both will be same. What we are given.
Murali.
Yes.
Yeah. We are assigning object 1.a equals to 30, na? So it will be created in object 1 of method 2.
Which line? Can you tell me? This one.
Yeah, that one. Okay. After that, when we start executing the system out println for A, okay, why it's taking the value of 20 instead of 30?
Good question. So this one, what's happening when this one actually what I'm referring only with the variable name, correct? Only with the variable name, not with the reference of an object. So when I refer only with the variable name, what will happen? First it will go and check over there in the method 2, do I have any A variable? Do you have any A variable? No. If I don't have anything, it goes to the parent of this guy. The parent is called actually what? Like this guy, obj1, this object. Actually, this object is actually a child. This memory has been created from this method too. Initially, this guy doesn't have any A. Goes to the parent. Here, do we have in the object level A? Yes. We have here. That value right now is 20. That's why 20 is printed over there.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I understood. Thank you.
That's the thing. Okay. This is where, for most of them, the confusion will come. Okay. So that's why it has been taken here. Then after that, when I give obj1.a, now what happens? This has been referenced with this one. Come to this object. That is what 30. Now when it again comes over here, the obj1.a is what? For this guy, we have obj1 here. That is what this object. So there, a value is 20. That's why 20 is printed here. Okay, guys? Yeah. Okay. So now for you assignment, okay? This same program, non-static variable, which I given, That one you have to draw a memory location like this. Then after that you have to execute. Okay, you might somewhat right now you guys would have understood right now how the execution happens. Why? Because I have executed with you with help of the memory allocation. Okay, by showing you each and everything, which memory, now you are able to understand it somewhat actually what better compared to the before stage. Okay, that's why if you're strong in actually what memory allocation concept, you will be very much stronger actually what while executing, because something when you're doing it changes, you will clearly know that actually what where that will be affected. Okay, so today also you are going to draw the same memory allocation diagram like this, and then you're going to get me the output, and then execute the program and check whether both the output is correct. Now the same thing, I'll be giving you one more program for you guys. So SAB IAB. Okay, so this is another program. So this one you have to execute. Okay, so what you have to do means same thing you have to, this is a little bit big program only I know. Okay, same thing what you have to do means you have to write it in a take a paper, then check whether how the execution, yes, static blocks also is present. Okay, check whether how the program will be executed. Okay, if possible I'll send you one more recording also to you. Okay, so that will be there where I have explained this SAB IAB block. Okay, if possible I'll send you that one also, you can have a look on that one. Okay, so today's video recording I'll be sending you now, and then after that SAB IAB also I'll send you one recording. But the thing is, you try it from your side and check whether the output you are able to. Most probably, actually, what you will be facing failures only, but not a problem. At least you will try to understand the concept, what is happening each and every step level. Okay, guys. So, anyone has any doubts for today's session? So it's good. I'll stop over right now with this one. So tomorrow we'll continue with the next thing. Why actually what the static initialization block actually, yesterday's session all methods were static. What Jayashree?
Murali, yesterday's assignment, all the methods were like static and you asked to draw a memory allocation for that.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of confusing, like if you did static method, like how the memory will be created. Like.
Okay, just a second. Yesterday's assignment, no? Just a second. Just 2 minutes, please. Guys, I'm going to talk about the assignment. So in case if you're interested, you can also be a part of it.
Okay.
Which one, Jayashree?
Like all the three has only static method.
Okay, we'll see. So I'll change my package name to June 29. Okay, so this one you are getting problem. Okay.
Yeah, all the methods are like static.
Sure. It's easy. I'll tell you how. So for this one, we are going to do it. So I'm going to ask you guys only how to do it. Hey Priya, you're there? Hello. Hey, hi Priya. Can you tell me how the memory allocation will be happened?
Okay. Really sorry, I cannot answer today.
Oh, okay, sorry, you are now absent for 2 days, huh? Okay, yeah, sure, no problems. You can just have a look on that recordings. Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. Hey, Sarika, can you tell me what will happen right now?
Yeah, first we have to give static memory.
Correct. It's called as a static pool. Super.
Yeah.
Yes. Then.
Then.
So in the static pool, what will happen right now for me? I told you.
Main.
Correct. Okay. Main function, which is a static member. Correct. Main function will be loaded. Correct. Then. Okay. Static pool is what? All the static members will be loaded. Correct. It might be a variable or it might be a method.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the members will be loaded for us. So now what will happen right now for me? So all the static members, what are the static members we have? Here from our side, we have this void sample, correct?
Yeah.
So sample will be loaded, then
sample.
I'll just make from here, return type, void sample. Then
void sample one, sorry, int sample one.
Correct.
Then double sample 2.
Correct.
Then string sample 3.
Correct.
That's.
Then after that, main function already loaded. Yes. So now, hey, thanks, Sarika.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Pranshu, you're there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, can you tell me what will happen now the execution?
So now it will create a local memory.
Local memory for what?
For main.
Super, correct. A local memory for the main will be created. Yes. Then next. So what's happening? What is this function methods?
Functions method. That's so it's calling this this sample method with the class name.
The thing is, function methods is the class name. So
yeah,
when you refer through help of a class name, always the search will go to the static pool. I told you, correct?
Right.
So do we have sample over here?
Yes, the first one.
Yes, we have sample. So now what will happen right now? The sample method will be called.
Right, and yeah, this is the sample method, so that will be printed.
Correct. A local memory for sample now will be created. So from where this memory has been allocated, it's directly allocated from this static
pool.
From here it has been allocated. Correct.
Right.
So now what happened? It will be printing me. This is
a sample method.
That will be printed. Now can you tell me what will happen next? It will delete.
Yes, it will delete this one, and then another local memory will be created for the second method.
That is, now I need to execute this one. First line executed. Now the second line.
Yeah, so it's still the same, right?
Correct. Once again, local memory for
same thing.
Sample once again will be created.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Then after that, now what will happen right now for me?
Again, it will print. This is a sample. This will come from static pool.
Correct. So again, this is a sample method will be printed.
Right.
Okay. This also from where it has been came from the same
static pool.
Correct.
Then again it will be deleted.
Superb. Correct. Now it will delete the memory. Then next, thanks, Pinshu.
Thank you.
Hey Madhu, now can you tell me what will happen next? Now we have to execute this step. Function methods of sample 1.
Local memory for sample 1.
Correct. Yes, correct. A local memory for sample 1 now will be created. So from where the memory has came? That is coming from the static pool only. This one. Okay. Yes, correct. Then next what will happen?
This is sample 1 method.
Yes, correct. This is sample 1 integer method. Yes, correct. Then
Initializing the I value.
this is called as declaration and initialization. So where that memory will be created, that integer A800.
Local memory for sample 1.
Here we create A is equal to 100. Correct. Yes. Then now what's happening over here? Why I am returning A? Why I need to return A? Any idea why I need to return A?
It is a type of integer.
Correct. The return type is integer. So it's mandatory for me to return an integer value. So that 100 is an integer value. So I'm returning A. So now I return A, which is 100. Where that value will go?
Local memory.
Yeah, from wherever I called over there. Okay, then here I'm giving, can you see integer I equal to this one. So in the local memory, I'll be creating one variable I is equal to getting one variable is created. Now what's happening over here right now? Function method dot sample right now, it executes this one and it's going to return me some value. Correct? Correct. So now what will be the value that will be coming to this place? 100. So that 100 now it will be loaded to this I variable. Correct? So now then next the memory which is allocated for the sample 1 also will be deleted. Okay? Yeah. Thanks, Madhu. Thank you so much. Now there is a doubt. Is the local memory of the method is created only at the time of its execution? Till then, it just loaded in static pool. Yes, correct. Till there, it will be loaded in the static pool. Okay, each and every time, actually, what we will be accessing it and then we'll be deleting it. Correct, Geeta? Okay.
So for the non-static methods also, like I mean, when we have, like, say we have all the static methods. We had a non-static method here, like say something like public void some method sample 4.
Yes.
So that time, will it be like only when that method is called, it will create a memory for that separately. Till that time, that will also be part of the.
Yes, good question. So we have a concept called stack memory and then heap memory, which I will be taking it soon. Okay, so there actually what those will be present. Okay, from my side, whenever it's needed, it will be utilized and then got. Okay, I'll be coming to that concept soon, because why I'm trying to take that concept a little bit later means because if I say you about this concept first, so you will be more comfortable on this zone. Then after that, you will be going further is easy for you.
Okay.
Okay, guys? That's the main thing. Okay. So now we have executed till now this one. Now we'll see. So now actually what? Hey Manish, can you tell me now what will happen? Hello, hey Manish, you're there? Sorry. Hello. Hey, Manish, you're there? Hello. Okay. Next. Hey, Priya. Oh, sorry. Hey, Priya, you can say, I think so. Priya, can you try now? Is it possible for you now?
Not today, I think.
Okay, tomorrow I'll ask you. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Then now, Shweta.
Yeah.
Shweta, can you try?
Yeah. Now local memory for sample 2 will be created.
Okay. So we are going to execute this one. Okay. So now what we are going to do, double D equal to sample 2. So what will happen right now?
Local memory will be created for sample 2.
Correct. So local memory for sample 2. Yes, correct. Yes, super. Okay. Then.
So now this is a sample 2 double method will be executed.
Correct. So comes to sample 2 method. Then this is sample. Yes, this will be executed. Correct. Super. Then.
And it's returning 20.45 value.
Correct.
And it's assigning to double D.
Correct. So now what will happen? It comes here where the double D will be created.
In the local memory for main.
D is equal to 20.45. Yes, correct. So the 20.45 will be given here. Yes, correct. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Shweta.
Yeah.
Hey, Arida, you're there?
Yeah.
Now can you explain me next what will happen? This step.
Okay, now a local memory is created for sample 3.
Correct. A local memory for sample 3 now it's created. Yes.
And
yes.
This will print as this is a sample 3 string method.
Correct. Now control goes here and then prints this is sample 3 method. Yes.
And it will return to the S because it's a string.
Super. Correct. So it returns STG something. So that is going to be return STG. Then after that, now what will happen? Yes.
It will go to the local memory from main.
Yes.
And S is equal to STG.
Correct. S equal to STG. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. So then now next what will happen right now? These three things.
Then the I value will be 100.
Correct.
And D value will be 20.45.
Correct.
And the S value will be the string STG.
Yes, correct. Then next, so before that actually, when it comes out of this sample 3,
delete it.
Yes, correct. Now it executes the main function. Now what will happen?
Now that the main function will be deleted.
Correct. Yes.
And the whole pool will be deleted.
Yes. When it's going to come out of the entire class, for me, static pool and then the entire memory location will be deleted for. Clear for everyone? Okay, guys. Anyone has any doubts?
It's clear now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So now you can do the assignment. So I'm going to give you today that another assignment also. This is the same program which I have executed. You guys have to draw the memory location. Along with it, I'll be sending you one more program. For this one also, you have to do the assignment. Okay, draw the memory location and then execute it. Okay. So any doubts for today, guys?